I'm Steelo Free. This is
Dot 420, whatever you want to call me. At the time, you weren't thinking about it as like an AI tool, you know, and how advanced it can be.
we're gonna put in this guy basically, and we're gonna make it seem as if he's really worried about free speech.
I mean, but then again, what is he doing? He just got the Neuralink fucking patch, right? But he's already fucking digging in with it. Like, he's already playing with it.
Imagine having to resist arrest from a robot or run from a robot, bro.
I mean,
that's like running from a car, bro. Check 1 2 1 2. This is Steelo Free and
Dot 420.
episode 4 Outside Minds podcast. You know what it is. Sunday, October, what's today, the 8th? Is it 8?
Yeah.
Is it 10-8 right now?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So, 10-8. Last weekend, on the 1st, we went to Skankfest, Vegas. I love going to Vegas because it's, like, close enough to where you can drive and it's not too much of a hassle. And also that it's also far enough away to where it's, like, it's an escape from everyday life. You know what I mean?
Especially just to drive alone, since you're going through nothing.
Yeah.
It separates, California. Like, it separates us from Cali because it's like we left the city.
Yeah,
you know?
we ended on some pretty good times too, especially driving back. Driving back was like not a hassle at all. Driving out was like just get the traffic out of Los Angeles and then that's it.
Well, and then that country singer concert had the freeway backed up at the Glen Helen, and then the accident as well. That didn't help.
Yeah. And we fucked up, didn't make it to Alien Beef Jerky on time.
Bro, 15 minutes late.
That was a tragedy.
RIP.
Yeah.
But yeah,
we should have just pulled up on them.
Hey,
open that shit up.
Hey, I know you still closing up.
Oh yeah.
Or check the dumpster. They throw out old jerky, just like the dumpster
We can talk
divers.
about aliens, bro.
Ooh, aliens are interesting. Did you see what Ring just announced?
No, what's that?
Ring, the cameras, the door cameras.
So what'd they say?
So they said they're offering, I forgot the money amount. I can actually look it up real quick, but they're offering people money for footage of aliens.
What?
Yeah.
Of like alien visits, or they mean like, oh, UFO in the sky?
No, I mean like actual entities that have been captured. So they're offering $1 million for footage of aliens and UFOs.
That's crazy.
This is per TMZ right here.
We didn't talk about aliens yet, did we? Did we talk about aliens that one day?
We probably briefly touched on it, but I don't think we really talked.
Were we talking about it with Zerf?
Maybe a little bit.
Did we talk about those backyard aliens in Las Vegas?
That's when it happened. So we probably just talked about that. Yeah. And that was Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah, Vegas is fun, man. I have a lot of good times in Vegas, dude.
Yeah. Man.
Ty was hot on the roulette table.
Hey, I mean,
apparently not hot enough though, because you broke.
I broke even, which is good enough for me to walk away. You know, I mean, you stopped playing, so I was like, you know what, I could keep playing and lose this money or win money, but you know what, walking away even sounds good. You know what I mean?
I always tell myself I'm gonna spend $200, so I got out $120, I think, and then it gets to a point where you're like, you hit $120, and you're like, I could get those 80 more, but then it's like, now I gotta win another 120 and then be even, and then win more to take money home. So at that point, it's like, I'm kind of good on that. You know what I mean?
On the first table, like we always drop 100, right? To start, you just drop 100, get 100 chips, whatever. But I only walked away with $25, right? So I was like, I'm down 75. But on the second table, I was like, I'm only putting $45 down, not another hundo. And I ended up walking away with whatever, 120, 140. So I got that 75 back. It worked out perfect.
Oh yeah.
But
well, also too, you get The other thing that you don't realize you get, if you're not sitting there to win, to bring money away from the table, like you get the atmosphere, you get the cigarette smoke around you.
It's fun.
You get like the Vegas motion and shit. People are bringing you drinks. Like, man, that's just like a whole vibe, bro.
The guy next to you's dapping you up.
Yeah, when you guys both win and shit.
You know?
Yeah, that's a rush right there. And that's definitely the life and shit. You feel like a baller, like getting all those chips and shit and putting them down. Like, you're definitely, it's like a bar and shit. It's definitely the same reason why beers at a bar are $7 when average at the grocery store they come down to like $1 or $2.
Yep.
Because you're paying to have it
for the experience, the atmosphere.
This atmosphere, this smoky ass place where you might meet a chick and you're listening to your favorite fucking song on the stereo and shit. Like,
bro, roulette. I have and I will sit there for 5 hours by myself and just be playing. Like, and obviously you don't have to bet every time, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But when you're on a roll, you just sitting there, bro. Like, I've been there till 8 a.m, you know, from nighttime, just betting.
Do you like doing inside bets better or outside bets?
You know what? Lately it's been inside bets, but when I first started, it was all outside bets. Like, I would do multiple outside bets because they're bigger. You know, you have to bet the max. I mean the minimum.
I do
right?
both though. Do you see how I bet?
Yeah. I still do both, but I'm talking about I would do like the first 19, the second, third, and black. You know what I mean? Yeah. And even like, you know what I'm saying? Like but you can lose all that at once as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But also, that's when they used to have $5 minimums. So it was different, you know, betting the outsides when you're betting 5s compared to 15.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard. It's even hard to find a $10 minimum too.
Yeah, we thought we did, right? And it was 15.
Yeah. So then I'm doing inside and outside bets. It's like instead of just doing 10 or 15 for like the minimum, you're actually doing like 20 or 30.
But then it's actually good for the inside bets when it's a 15 minimum because you get your spread is more covered.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I mean, just the basic rule about roulette is whatever you bet, the harder it is to hit, the bigger it is your payout. Yep. Basically.
Yep.
So it's all mathematics. So that's why I like playing it. I like playing blackjack too, but then I get like I get confused sometimes. They're like, "Do you want to double down?" And I'm like, "I don't know what the fuck that means. Do you think I should do it?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Do it." You know, and then they do like this whole other shit.
Yeah,
like, it's kind of confusing, but then it's cool.
I don't gamble cards a lot. You know, I don't play poker. Like if I did, I would play in Vegas. But since I don't here, like they expect you to know. Be professional in Vegas. You know what I mean? There's no like we're gonna okay, my bad. Oh, it's your first time. They don't give a fuck. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? You know, get the fuck out of here. So like the only time I do play poker or like I told you craps is when I'm with somebody that actually knows what they're doing and I'll be there and it's easier that way, you know. But roulette is just to me, it's just the easiest. Like, there are those rules, you know what I mean? But it's not too technical. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What's your favorite place to play at? You have a favorite?
Like, casino?
Yeah.
On the Strip or Fremont. It doesn't matter.
Which one do you like going to better, Strip or Fremont?
I mean, Fremont all day. The first roulette table, that's the place I'd be at all the time, which is in the old Fremont Casino. Okay. I forget what it's called now, but it used to be called the Fremont Casino.
Okay.
But yeah, that's always has the vibes, bro. Always.
Were we there?
Yeah, that was the first one we went to where I lost money.
Yeah.
But that's just always the vibes.
Yeah, I think I hit like 1 or 2 bets that night. But then when one of my numbers hits, it hits pretty big though. So that's what I say.
My number finally hit. That's how I got my money back, bro.
Was it the black
20, and I put $3 on it and got
$100.
Playing
that one with you, bro.
Black 20 and black 28. That was Busick's big numbers. Black 28, and this fool hit all the time. Yeah. And then you gotta not forget to split that 000, dog.
Oh yeah, I be forgetting. It only popped up one time though, bro.
One time.
Yeah. Just put a little thing right there. Just put one.
Takes a 50 cent on each, you know?
Hell yeah, bro.
A little dollar split.
So what'd you think of Skankfest, bro?
Bro, that shit was lit.
Yeah,
you know, I think it was good that we got there Saturday, unlike last year, you know, when we got there the day of. Fucking.
Hey, do you think that guy was trying to sell us drugs, or he was just trying to give them to us?
No, I think he wanted to cut in line.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because
Because I was almost like, let me get those, man.
Yeah. But then, yeah.
Because he did say that right after he was like, wait, is this the line to get in?
He said it. He said the first thing they said, "Oh damn, this is the line," blah blah blah, and he was like, "Yeah," we're like, "Yeah, this is the line." And
he's like, "You do coke?"
No. He said cocaine. Like he sounded like a cop.
He did, huh? Damn. All the comedians were talking about it. You already know a bunch of people were on one and shit.
Bro,
I'm just like, I'm so glad those days are behind me.
Yeah, I know. I was. No thanks. It's been too long. No thanks.
I was definitely tempted. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, 100%. I thought about it for like a split second, and then I was like, nah. And then what they say when we went into the thing, they have fucking fentanyl testers, and someone tested positive for fentanyl in their coke. That's I was crazy. Like, yep, no thanks.
Don't want to be that guy.
No thanks.
So Nacho Daddy, was that fire? Or
bro?
What?
I want it right now.
Nacho Daddy in Fremont Street. Shout out to you.
What did I have? A filet mignon burrito?
I don't know, but it was fire. What I had. I think I had a shrimp burrito.
You had a shrimp burrito, and I had the filet mignon. That's fire. Oh my god,
the sauce was pretty good on it.
Bro, there was French fries in the burrito.
Oh yeah, they do. They be doing that.
Well, that was a Cali style burrito.
Yeah, so sadly we didn't make it to Alien Jerky, but we did get to play roulette. A few of the times I've been to Vegas recently, I haven't been able to even get on a table. Like, there's just too many people there. You play the slots too, though, right?
I played for 5 minutes, just $20. But so I do like playing slots, but it depends. Depends on the money situation. I'd rather play roulette, because it lasts longer. Because slots, you could just do. You're broke. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's right.
But if I had a few $100, I'd go play. The ones with the higher minimums and max bet and shit. Where
I feel like the more you bet, the higher chance you have.
Oh, 100%.
Especially even on slots, that's why your money goes fast.
That max bet.
Check it out. I was at you know how I buy scratchers randomly sometimes? Uh-huh. I was at the store the other day and I was like, I don't know, I'm feeling kind of lucky. And I like to get the kind of expensive ones. Like, I used to get like the $5 ones and shit, but now I get like the $10 or $50 ones. So I looked at one. I was like, $30. I'm not going to spend $30 at 7-Eleven. So I think I was getting like a candy bar or something. And I went to swipe my card and I hit it against the machine and then my card fell down. And I was like, all right, let me get the $30 one. I grabbed the $30 one and shit. I fucking waited all the way till I got home. I was like, I'm gonna be comfortable when I do this and shit. Yeah. And it was like a crossword one. So you get like a word and
you're
shit.
Like, I'm gonna do this whole thing.
You scratch out the words and then you see where it wins and shit. And I ended up winning $75.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, so it's like a nice little $45 profit or whatever. But I don't know. I feel like I don't have a problem gambling, but at the same time, like, I understand how people can get like addicted to it.
100%. That's why I say I can't live in Vegas. I don't have a gambling problem, but I feel if I was that close, I would want to go play roulette on the weekend, every weekend. Yeah, I would be like real, like I would have a nice budget. You know what I mean? Every time I go to Vegas, even if I have money in my bank account, whatever I brought to spend, if it's gone, it's gone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have that mentality already. I'm not gonna fucking lose everything for fucking roulette. You know what I mean? But living in Vegas is just half of my paycheck would be gone every week. You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's sad when you go in there and you see those people and you just like see someone sitting at the table and you just know like they're there.
They don't look happy
all the time.
Yeah, and they don't look happy. Yeah,
like, it's like I don't know. It's like me going to like the skate park when I used to love to skate. You know what I mean? It's just like I don't know. I don't know if that's the same as that. You know what I mean?
No, but I get the
it's
analogy
just part of their
you're trying
routine.
to take. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's like sometimes they don't even want to be there. They just think they should be there.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, like, let's say they win like a good amount of money, like a $3,000 or $5,000. Like, to me or you in Vegas, like, damn, we fucking
like
3K,
our weekends paid for. Fucking
to them, it's like that's gambling money for like the next 2 or 3 months.
Yep.
Or go straight to bills.
Or that's that.
Or go to debt they have.
That's that $5,000 I lost, last month.
Fuck, man.
But we go to Vegas often. Like 3-4 times a year.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it's a close drive depending on what time you go. Like it took us 6 hours to get there, but only 4 hours to get home. Yeah. That's pretty solid. It's not bad.
Yeah.
It was cool that they actually did Skankfest twice in Vegas because they usually do it in a different state every year. Yeah. So like we caught it. I want to say the closest it's gonna be to us because
usually it's in like Texas or New
they're
York.
from New York, so the bigger places are Texas, New York. They might do like Florida, but I listen to their podcast, but supposedly they want to try to do Texas again, but I don't know. It's all speculation right now. They can't fully announce anything, but they obviously are starting to work on it now because it's a big festival. There's thousands of people, hundreds of comics.
I listened to what's that? Kill Tony. We were listening to.
Kill Tony. Yes.
I listened to that for the first time on the drive back. That was hilarious,
bro. You gotta listen to that.
I like the structure of the show where they just like 10 minutes, random person.
1 minute.
Oh, 1 minute. I mean,
but it seems like a long time, bro. 1 minute stand up comedy.
Yeah.
1 minute's not long, but when you're trying to do stand-up comedy and you don't know what you're doing,
that's like good enough for like 1 joke or 2 jokes. You know what I mean?
It depends how good you are.
Yeah,
you can just do banger, 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 banger. You know what I mean? Little one-liners and stuff.
Yeah.
Or you can have a nice story with a bunch of punchlines. You know what I mean? But that show is like I said, it's really good because it brings up new comics that are coming out because there's hundreds of people, if not thousands, who are signing up to get on this show, and they're waiting in a bar next door to the fucking sold out live podcast show.
Oh, really? Oh, so when their name gets called, they're just like,
so there's some
are they watching it from next door?
No, there's a guy on a megaphone announcing. Like, okay. Yeah, so but there's also people in the audience who sign up as well, so you can either be in the audience and sign up, or you're waiting in the bar. They used to be waiting in an alley, and then the city got, the city of Austin was like, nah, you can't be doing this shit. So they ended up doing a deal with the bar. I'm pretty sure the bar makes money. You know what I mean? All them people in there. So they just draw the names from the hat, and sometimes they're really good comics, and they end up going on tour with Joe Rogan now. That's literally a couple people. Yeah, and there's a lot of horrible people, which is what's great about the podcast. You know what I mean?
They just get to fucking
make an ass of themselves, and they know what
they're made fun of.
They know what they're getting into. You know, that's what the show is. I mean, that's what the show is. They actually had Kill Tony at Skankfest last year on Sunday. Oh shit! Which is why
did we go on Saturday?
We went on Saturday. Okay. Yeah. But then, as I was listening to the podcast this year, they're like, "Yeah, we couldn't do it," but they weren't even gonna come, and they flew in that day when we came in. Remember that's what Tony said. He was like, "Yeah, we just flew in from blah blah blah." So they made it a point to come, and they know how dope that place is. Like he said, he goes, "These are the realest comedy fans right here. Like, this is as real as you can get. These aren't no one's gonna cancel you. Like, you know what I mean? There's none of that stuff. That like these are real comedy fans. It's Skankfest, bro."
Yeah, man, it was an interesting vibe. It was an interesting demographic that we got to hang with. Everyone was cool as fuck. It was cool, man.
We were on stage for the RE storytelling show.
Oh, that was sick. I forgot about that.
Yep.
Yeah. they're running out of space in the audience, so they're like, well, there's a room on stage, so
we said fuck
we'll
it.
be on stage for that. That was cool.
That was cool. Like up close. I mean, you know, my back. I'm an old man. My back started hurting after like 40 minutes, but worth it. Worth it for sure.
So what's the vibe Las Vegas brings to you, like, as a city? You know what I mean?
There's a few different I've been there so many times, so I've experienced it in so many ways, but it's just an animal, bro.
Doesn't it suck as a kid though when you go there with your family?
Yes.
Like, there's almost nothing for you. There's like the Coca-Cola factory and maybe an arcade.
Yeah, Circus was the only thing that I would do as a kid.
Wasn't there like a roller coaster in there or something?
Yeah.
It was kind of whack, but it was like whatever.
Yeah, there's a little... oh, no, that's New York. That's got the roller coaster. Yeah. But that's also got an arcade as well, which is, you know, I mean, cool arcade and shit. But then thing about that too is, you know, your parents aren't having fun either. So it's like a double whammy. Like, hey, we're in Vegas, but I can't do adult shit because I have kids and there's not a lot of kid shit to do. You know what I mean? But yeah, I used to go to Vegas with my dad when I was a kid for sure. Like I said, they had the actual coins for the slot machines, so I used to collect those cups with all the different hotel names on it for no reason, you know.
Now it's like you can drink everywhere, you can gamble everywhere, you can smoke almost everywhere if you want to smoke cigarettes. Now even weed too.
Oh, you're at the Chevron? You want to play slots?
Yeah. Not quite ready to leave Vegas.
Yeah. one more dub.
Yeah, I know, right. Imagine hitting that shit like
10 grand. Like, hey, should we get another hotel room
I know,
for the night?
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, I've came up in Vegas, but not like super. Like the most I've came up on is probably like 1,500 profit. Like, and that was pure luck. And most of that was Sunday morning, like 4 hours before checkout.
So what'd you do with all that money? Did you just like take it and just put it in your account and just make sure you didn't spend it?
No, I had it in cash, and I was leaving. It was Sunday morning at like 5 a.m, bro. Checkouts at 11.
So what'd you do? You just pay for gas and breakfast for everybody on the way home?
No, me and Max hit. So we was balling.
Damn.
Everybody was
Max?
balling. Max, yes.
How old were you when this happened?
It was Max.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest in peace, Max. We were probably like 22.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think Max just turned 21 or something. Man. It was his birthday weekend. Yeah, we went to... That was when I told you when we played craps. And it was a 15 minimum, and I only had $30, bro. And then I walked away with like... Well, I only had $30 cash. But I walked away with about some cash. And then
600?
Yeah, off of the $30.
Okay.
But then the other money was already in my account because, like I said, I'm only spending a certain amount of money, and then once I won that, like I thought I was leaving. You know what I mean? It's fucking Sunday morning, bro. But then, like I said, I hit up Tommy Gun, that rapper, and he was like, "Come play craps," and I was like, I ain't never played craps, but I'm gonna go hang out with this dude because I know who he is.
Wait, so where were you get the 600 from, roulette?
No, it was from craps. I'm telling you, I had
damn,
I had $30, bro, and then I just started.
Did they hit you up again to play craps?
No, this was Sunday morning, bro. Right before.
Oh, this was all the same event.
This was all the same thing.
Okay,
I came with yeah. It's all the same thing.
Damn, bro. That's disgusting. You got Vegas stories for days, bro.
Well, I'm telling you, go like 4 times a year, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know all the ins and outs. Turns down this street, go to this one. If you stay at this one, you can walk here. If you go here, you got this piece.
Bro, it's crazy because like especially Fremont's cool because you could just walk fucking anywhere and not get lost. But the Strip, you have to know where you're at because it can take you fucking 45 minutes just to get across the street if you don't know where the bridge is or what hotel to cut through. Because you can cut through hotels, you know. But
Fremont kind of has like a downtown LA, like almost Hollywood vibe.
Yeah, it's a Hollywood vibe, 100%. That's where all the weirdos are, and I like it.
Yeah.
I'll bring it to the acid story when I took acid on Fremont.
Oh,
bro,
shit.
like right before I walked out the door, like so we're walking through the casino, and or first we're playing slots, right? And the machines are just like, we're going crazy. And I'm just like, fuck, I need to go get some pizza, bro. I'm hungry, you know?
Were you like seeing the sounds though?
It wasn't that crazy yet. It was just everything was amplified. Everything was amplified. Fucking lights. And you know, even when you're not winning, the machines are going beep, beep, beep. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be fucking losing and it's still acting like you're winning. So I'm just going crazy in my head real quick, and I'm like, I think I'm hungry. Like I didn't feel hungry, but I knew I needed food. So we start walking out, and then I look at the door, and I just know it's gonna be different outside. Cause I'm about to walk out into Fremont Street. You know, I'm in a casino, and I'm on acid. So I go right when I open the door. It's just, you know, it's loud. It's loud, and then there's just people. There's weird people. You know how people look on Fremont Street. Yeah. The lights are crazy, but I'm just like, all right, this shit is dope. Like it, you know, it's different. So then we gonna wait for the pizza. But then that's when it started getting like, I heard everybody in the pizza place was talking about me.
Oh, really?
They're like, I would see them look at me, but you know, I was probably in my head, whatever. But they're like, look at him, like he's tripping. You know what I mean? Shit like that, and like I could hear him say it, and I'm just like, I think people are looking at me. You know what I mean? And then
do you think they were really saying that?
Nah, I think. It's
like
just
making it up in your head.
Yeah, it was just, you know, I was tripping. Like
I don't know, you could have had like supersonic hearing. You know what I mean? Like all could have been like, oh shit.
That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. And if someone was saying it, it was a security guard, because he did look like he knew we were fucking tripping. Oh shit! But it just felt like I could.
And he's probably the one person that's like acute to everything.
Oh yeah, he probably done seen it all, bro.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm like, I can't be here, right? We got to go back to the hotel room. And I get back to the hotel room with the pizza, and I don't even know how to eat the pizza. The grease is dripping all down my chin. I feel like grease is on my chest and stuff, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? It was the weirdest.
Everything just saw extra intensified.
It's like you're in a video game.
It's like you're in a video game and you're kind of like seeing what's happening to you, but also experiencing
everything's vibrant. It's a real body feeling. Like it's not just in your mind. Like it's an actual like high feeling. It's hard to explain, but yeah, Fremont Street was probably the dopest and craziest spot. That was the second time I did acid on Fremont Street, but it was a completely different trip. The first time we played roulette for like 4 hours on acid. Like, damn. But we weren't like, you know, out of our mind. We were just like, the chips were wavy. You know what I mean? It's just
that was when it was barely starting to kick in.
No.
This was a different time.
This was the first time I did acid. Shit. So okay. Yeah, the second time I couldn't even think about fucking gambling. My mind was like, I would have just get lost all my money in a second. I would have just gave it all away. So
what happened after pizza?
That's when we were in the room and the TV started talking to me and shit.
Get the fuck out of here. But wait, didn't something happen at the pizza shop that made you guys go to the room?
Well, yeah, me and Crystal were sitting there, and she was just like, it's getting intense, huh? But I'm in my head. I'm not saying anything out loud, and I'm already thinking this. Like, they're talking about me over here, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm just thinking this to myself, like, you know? This is way too much. And then she was like, hey, this is intense, huh? And I go, yes, what the fuck? And she was like, should we go back to the room? And I'm like, yes, let me get my pizza and go back to the room. But that's when I had left the TV on Adult Swim. And you know, Adult Swim be putting that trippy shit on late at night. Yeah. So when we walk in...
Was it like Robot Chicken or something like that? Well, no.
First it started off with Family Guy, right? And I'm eating the pizza. That's when I'm like, what the fuck? The grease. I feel like my face is made of grease now. Like, I feel like I'm a grease monster. like I jumped in a bucket of grease, right? But anyways, I eat the pizza and shit, right? Because, like, I needed it. Like, you know, after you eat, where you're like, okay, yeah, I needed that food in me, right?
Yeah.
So then she's on her bed over there, and I'm on my bed, right? And then we're just watching TV, and she's whatever and on her trip or whatever, and I'm just in my trip, just like watching this Family Guy, and all of a sudden, in the episode of Family Guy, there's a glitch in the Matrix.
Oh shit!
In the episode, and then
Peter starts glitching.
I think it was Brian.
Oh shit!
Yeah, like it starts glitching, and I'm thinking like, the fuck's going on, you know? And I'm not realizing it's just the episode, but it triggered like a whole trip within itself.
Oh damn!
And then that's when some anime came on, and the show wasn't even happening. The characters were just sitting there talking to me.
Oh shit!
And then I looked at her, and she looked scared. And she was like, "Are you hearing this?" And I was like, I thought I was tripping. But
that's one of the craziest parts of a trip, is when you look to someone else for validation and they're hearing or seeing the same
sync.
shit.
When it's in sync. Yeah. And she said that's never happened to her before. You know, this is only my second time doing it. I don't know how many times she's done it, but she said that's never happened ever. And she looked tripped the fuck out. Like scared. You know what I mean? Like, not like,
Have you ever seen that episode after this?
No.
No?
No, but, well, look it up right now.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure.
What are you going to look for? Glitch in the Matrix, Family Guy?
Yep.
We'll watch it later and see if it brings up any fucking...
Family Guy, Back to the Multiverse.
You think that's what it was?
I don't know, but this is what I found.
We'll watch it later.
Yeah, we'll look into it, but yeah, it was just the trippiest thing, because it just broke my mind at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like I said, the characters were talking to me or whatever, but they're also talking to her.
Damn.
And key words, like, I was like, what are they telling you? And she was like, they said that we're warriors. And I was like, what the fuck? That's what they told me too. They said we're warriors and we can get through this. Like,
that's fucking crazy.
It felt like it was a game, right? But a serious mental game.
Yeah.
Right? But it started to get like...
That's why I don't like those psychedelics, bro. Like, it makes you, like, think too much. And I'm already, like, a thinker and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already, like, a philosophizer, like, existentialist and shit. Like, it just, like, makes you think, like... So... But then the crazy thing is, y'all have, like, some fucking, like, thought-provoking, like, epiphanies and shit, too.
Well, what happened was, they told me, hey, just chill here with us. You don't have no problems. You don't have no bills to pay.
Like, just to hear in La La Land, Trip Land, basically?
Yeah, like, and then immediately I was like, I'm gonna be a crazy person on the street talking to myself, because it's all good in my head, right? But it's not all good, like, in real life, right?
Yeah.
And then I was like, fuck this. Like, I need to close my eyes and put my head, like, I put my head in my pillow, and whatever was on the TV said, oh, he thinks he could close his eyes and it'll go away. And bro, I immediately stood up. She looked at me like, what the fuck? And I go, we have to get out of the room. And she was like, what? And I go, trust me, bro, I couldn't turn the TV off. It just wouldn't turn off.
That's fucking crazy.
It was weird. It was so weird. And so I was like, let's go gamble. And then we left the room. And right when we left the room, she was like, did you feel that? And I was like, right when we passed the doorway, it was like we passed through a portal.
Damn, like just
like relief.
Better energy.
Relief. Like instant relief.
Fuck.
It was wild. And no concept of time. I thought we were in there for like 4 hours, bro. She was like an hour at the most, she said.
Damn.
But it was the craziest thing. But then that's when we went and just like, we were still like tripping, but we weren't like out of our minds anymore. Okay. Like But we went and played like slot machines, and then that's when we ended up playing roulette for the second time on acid. But at that same table we were sitting at the first one, we sat there for like 8 hours. We sat there all morning, checked out, parked the car somewhere else, came back and sat down again. I was drinking coffee.
Oh shit! And it was already almost time to drive back.
Well, it was Sunday at like noon.
And you guys were still tripping?
No, well, I mean, we hadn't slept. We weren't like super tripping, but bro, it was like a 16-hour trip.
Damn.
It was like a 16-hour trip. I haven't done acid since.
The come down from psychedelics is always weird because you have to like always consolidate it in your mind.
You know
like,
what's crazy?
Shit, I
so
this was happening, this happened, like all the stuff you remember.
She drove back, right? And I had finally crashed. But I had a dream that we were driving back and all of a sudden a semi in front of us slammed on their brake and we were about to hit it. And I woke up and I went, oh! And then she got scared while she was driving because I was like, what the fuck? That was a dream? But it was exactly like where we were on the road.
Damn.
It was weird. Like it was like some Final Destination shit, and I was like, oh hell no. But yeah, that's from not sleeping all night.
So does acid give you hangovers, bro? Or is it kind of just like mushrooms where you kind of just come down, you're kind of confused, your body's a little exhausted?
Yeah, you're just exhausted. Your brain is exhausted. Your brain has been fried, bro. Like your brain is depleted of all of its stuff, all of its serotonin and everything. Yeah, you just want to lay there and think about what happened.
Because there's a lot of trauma you go through on psychedelics, bro. It brings up a lot of trauma.
Literally, like after that trip, I would get random flashes and it would give me the chills.
Oh shit.
For like 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if
like
you see that scene again in
after.
Family Guy and shit, if it kind of just brings back like a little chill or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I haven't watched the episode again, but it's got to be out there. I know I wasn't tripping that hard to make up an episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It had to be Family Guy, though, for sure. It was either Stewie or Brian, and like it was even like doing little fucking...
So would you say acid is more trippy than mushrooms?
Yeah, because it's chemicals. You know what I mean?
I just mean experience overall.
I mean,
would you say they were similar or not similar?
Similar. I've taken, a large amount of mushrooms and had the same exact feeling as acid.
Okay.
Like,
is it easier to control on mushrooms?
You can't control neither.
Okay, so you just gotta let it happen to you.
Yeah, you have to let it ride. Yeah. The more you try to control it, the more it's gonna fuck with you and you're gonna not like
that's
it.
Where I fuck up on psychedelics. Like if I can't control it, like that's when I go into panic mode. Like I can't breathe and shit. I start to hyperventilate.
You just have to know you're gonna be back. You'll be fine. That's it. It's no matter how dark or whatever happens, just you're on mushrooms. You're on drugs.
Okay.
You're on drugs. That's not real. Yeah. I mean, sure, there's an element to where things can be real, right? And when you get to the mushroom spirituality side, which I've been in, but you still know that you're on drugs and you will be back to your normal self. You don't have any fucking underlying psychological problem. You're not bipolar. You know what I mean? That's when it's tricky, that you shouldn't do stuff like that because that'll cause a psychosis and not good.
Yeah, it presents to you a lot of traumatic things, like I said before. Like you just start to think about shit. You just like, oh, I repressed that. I never really wanted to think about that, and then it just kind of prints it to your front of your mind and shit.
See,
just like,
that's what I like about DMT because you're not thinking about anything like in your real life. It's kind of like mystical.
It just gets straight to the point, basically.
Yeah, like you're blast off, you're in another realm, so like time doesn't exist. You're not gonna see like a person you think or anything. I mean,
is it kind of like a remembering or like a familiarity when you get to that next level when you're just like, oh yeah, this is what I am.
I guess I guess
crazy.
it could be
It's an
different
illusion.
for other people. So I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong about seeing, people, but to me, it's always been like an entity, like something higher that I've
That
seen.
you are or that you
No,
see?
that I've seen.
Oh shit. Do you remember any messages you can bring back, or any sudden realizations, or any mystical experiences, or anything like that?
Nothing like super particular. It's hard to like explain. It's more like subtle cheat codes in life. Like it just reminds you that you don't have to worry, that you. It made me realize that this life isn't what you think it is.
Like, don't take yourself too seriously.
Don't
like,
take
it's
nothing
okay.
serious.
Like, you're just
like,
gonna be taken care of no matter what every time.
Yeah, I've learned that like in a deeper way. I don't know. Like I said, it was some golden lady flying me around a golden library.
And you've seen her more than once.
No, that was just one trip, but I have seen another thing, but I don't. It was in a fluorescent blue room. I don't know what the color of the being was, black or white or whatever, but like it's not like they haven't talked to me. It's more like a message you just soak in. It's you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know exactly what you mean.
It's not, they're not talking to me.
It's like an intuition.
Yeah, it's like an intuition. That's how it's been for me. Other people I'm sure have been talked to, or
and it's almost like something that you know already, but you're just like getting reminded of. Would you say that?
Yeah, but it gives you a deeper understanding or a deeper reminder of what you actually know. It's weird.
And it always like intertwines and connects to whatever you're going through, like when you're tripping and shit, basically.
Well,
in your personal life.
Yeah, like one of our friends who I won't name, but that did it with me, right? He supposedly got peace with his family member who passed away, but I don't know if the family member talked to them, but I think he just went through some sort of experience and realized that,
whatever tension or dissonance he has with that situation is just resolved more than anything, so stop worrying about it, basically.
Yeah, and the biggest thing I've got is, like, when you die, that's the chemical that gets released in your brain, right? So, like, I don't fear death. I don't want to die, but I don't fear what happens after death, you know what I mean? Because, and I mean, to my understanding, if that's what gets released in your brain before you die, you're just going to be living in whatever world that is, and it's going to be based on your consciousness. So just live in a peaceful state of mind, and when you die, you know what I mean? That's what it'll be. Yeah. That's my thoughts, but
damn, I mean, you know what I mean? It's crazy that this life is designed to, you're alive, but you'll never know what happens when you die, because it's not designed for anyone to be able to come back and share their experience.
Yeah.
Other than those little kids that are like born and then reincarnation.
Did you watch Life After Death?
Yeah, dude.
On Netflix?
That one episode you told me to watch, dude, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't make that up. But we still, like, don't have hard evidence. You know what I mean? There's not like a recording, or, you know what I mean? I don't know. It gets too technical.
Bro, tell us about the cactus story with Mitch, bro.
All right,
that's what I was trying to lead you to when I was asking you about mushrooms.
Mushrooms. That was the first time we took mushrooms in like 2009, something like that.
So we're like 18, 19.
19, yeah. But yeah, we took mushrooms, and I don't know, I was looking at the floor and I looked up and everyone else was gone that was there. It was like 6 of us, but then it was just me and Mitch left, and he looked up too. We're like, where the fuck did everyone go, right? We were both just looking at the grass, I guess, just tripping, right? Yeah. But so we both get up and we realize they're just on the side of the building rolling up a blunt. So I walk over there, and then...
Where were you guys at?
we're in Wilmington at someone's house,
shit.
someone's cousin's house. But yeah, Halloween night.
Oh, this was on Halloween?
Oh yeah,
Shit.
bro.
I remember I shroomed on Halloween one night.
We were at a Halloween party before this.
Fuck.
Bro, I was like, there was 100 airplanes flying over, bro. There was a gorilla running around the party. I was tripping. I was like, what the fuck's going on, right? And like, it's only me and Mitch on shrooms. Everyone else has never done shrooms. They're over there fucking with a transformer helmet on, fucking with us, and it's like, and I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, so Mitch, he ends up walking back up to us on the side of the house, and he's like, is that a cactus? And I was like, I think so. And he was like, did it prick me? And I was like, what? He's like, did it prick me? I go, I don't know, motherfucker, did it? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to know if it pricked you,
The
bro?
shrooms will get you there, too, to that fucking...
Oh, you know, the funny part, his mom had called him, right? We're all sitting
That
there.
happened to me one time.
We're all sitting there in the front yard, and like, we're tripping. Well, me and Mitch are tripping. They're just drunken, you know, high. But his mom calls, and he pulls out his phone, and he's like, what do I do? And someone else, you know, not on mushrooms, was like, throw your phone. And this motherfucker threw his phone. Oh, no. He answered it and then hung up and then threw his phone. And then I was like, hey, bro, go get your phone. Just call your mom. Keep it short and just say, I'm good. I'm at so-and-so's house. Bye. And I was like, because you answered and then hung up. That she's gonna be worried about that shit. But yeah, it's just the funniest thing. He just listened to some random person say, throw your phone. This one threw it across the yard, bro. I was like, what are you doing?
That's like something in a movie, dude.
Exactly.
Oh,
our life could have been a movie. But yeah, that good times. Rest in peace, Mitch.
Oh yeah. Is that a cactus? Did it prick me?
Did it prick me? I was just like, what? How am I?
Yeah, because sometimes you get to a point
bro?
where you're just like so confused about stuff. You're like,
oh yeah, well
shit.
That same night we like it's ready. It's time to go home. I already been tripping for like 10 hours, and
Fuck.
I don't know. The story of getting these shrooms was crazy too. I think I told that story already. Meeting a guy on the bus, and then him giving me his plug's number, and it was a number from out of state.
What?
Yeah, so I used to take the bus to El Camino every day, so I would talk to the same dude on the bus every day. He had a skateboard, he was going to El Camino, I had a skateboard, I'm going to El Camino, you know, you just vibe with people. Yeah. He's like, you ever tried mushies before? And I was like, no, but I want to. And, you know, Halloween was coming up. And he was, all right, I got this plug, just tell him, you know, so-and-so, whatever his name was, and you're looking for mushies. So I was like, all right. So I text this dude, and he's got a number from like Colorado or something, right? Out of state somewhere. And I was like, yo, I'm looking for, 7 grams or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, where are you going to be? And I was like, I'm going to be in Redondo off of whatever street and whatever street. He was like, oh, I'm going to be in that area. And I was like... What the fuck? Out of all places. Right? Like, what the fuck? But I don't give a fuck. Right? So I'm like, fuck it. Alright, cool. And then he's like, yeah, it's $50 or $40, whatever it was, right? For 7 grams. I was like, alright, cool. So then we go. It takes me like an hour to even convince Mitchell to take mushrooms with me, bro. Right? So we go and walk to the liquor store to meet this guy, and we're walking. We're like, all right, either we're going to jail on Halloween night or we about to get trippy, you know? Either way, let's go. Right? So then we go. The guy pulls up. I hop in his whip. Some white dude, and he was like, I gave you 8 grams. I was like, good looking. Getting the money. He's like, just call me if you need more. I was like, all right, later. Fucking walked back. Bro, we just started dry eating mushrooms and grabbed some orange juice, and we took the bus
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's how we started. It was like 6 p.m.
Did you have any idea like how much it would affect you? Like,
No.
Okay, so if you did, you wouldn't have been fucking just all over town.
No, but I think it was the perfect way to do it.
That's true.
Like, I think, like, we ate 4 grams each, bro, like, for our first time. Like, because if you only eat, like, 2 grams, you might not want to eat 4 grams after, because some people might get scared of whatever, you know. If I eat 2 grams, I could only imagine what 4 grams, you know what I mean? But there's people that eat 10 grams, you know?
Yeah.
I've ate 5 grams before, you know, it's just... But yeah, we went to a party and then went to the house. On the way home, I didn't know how to buckle my seatbelt. When I got home...
Stuff is just confusing.
When I got home, I couldn't take my socks off. They were where my feet... Like, this was... My skin was together.
Oh, shit.
I couldn't take my sock off. It was weird, right? And then... Ended up getting my socks off or whatever, and I was like, I need a shower. Maybe I could shower this off.
Hell no.
Bro, I was in the shower, but it felt like the water was going around me. I felt dry in the shower. It was weird. I was like, what the fuck? And then when I looked in the mirror, I looked like a demon. It was just like, and I was like, what the fuck? And then I went back in my room. It would get pitch black, and then it would get bright and pitch black. And the clock would say X13Z. And I'm like, the fuck? Ain't no letters in a clock. And then I woke up the next day and was like, I was tripping.
Then were you able to finally shake it off and get some sleep? How long do you think?
Well, see, I don't remember falling asleep because I felt like I was going to be crazy forever.
Oh shit!
And then, like, when you wake up, you're
just laying there accepting it. Like, this is my reality now. Everything's confusing.
And then when you wake up, you just start laughing because you're thinking about those last moments when you thought you're gonna be crazy forever, and then it's just hilarious.
Damn.
But I didn't do mushrooms for a long time after that first time.
Yeah. I've had some bad trips off mushrooms. Off mushroom juice. Oh. It was so nasty.
Yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
That was a create shit.
Yeah, he coerced me into taking it. I'm not gonna lie. So I just wanted to taste it. I was like, let me see. I just want to taste it.
Yeah, that had more than mushrooms in it, though.
And I took like a small sip of it. And he was like, don't be a bitch. Finish the whole thing. And it was like a shot, dude. It was like a lot. Like, you probably only needed like a few sips.
Yeah, a little sip. Yeah.
No, it was a bad trip.
We should do a microdose podcast.
Yeah, that would actually be pretty lit.
Microdose, you know. I don't want to trip doing a podcast, but a microdose would be.
Maybe good. When we get 4 mics, we'll just do a celebration. We'll do it with like 4 people. It'll be like 3 of us tripping and like 1 of us like trips in it.
We could do that. Easy. We also need to do an edible podcast. That could just be us.
Oh, for sure.
We'll get like a 500 milligram, like a real one, and split it.
I have a fucking 1,000 milligram Krova bar.
Oh yeah, Krovas, yeah, the black bar.
Yeah,
the brownie.
And it's not because they can't legally put it in the shop. They're just like, oh, these are just for all our buyers.
They can't. We used to sell those back in the days.
Yeah, no, now it's the 100 milligrams maximum.
Wow.
But they get it right. Sometimes with like tinctures and capsules.
Yeah.
Like you can get a bottle of capsules that's 1,000 milligrams. You can get a tincture that's 1,000 milligrams, but you can't get like a cookie or like some gummies.
Damn.
Yeah.
I used to like the Cushy Punch, the 200 milligrams. But they felt like 400.
Only goes up to 100 now, my boy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't been in no dispensaries like that, so I had no idea. But yeah, we will run one of those episodes for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, you know what it is. Episode 4, Outside Minds Podcast. We out.
Later.
Yep.